Yo, guys, what's up? We are back with a recap / rant of Week 17, the Falcons versus the Cardinals. And man, like I said, I didn't make one last week when we went against the Ravens. That was the worst coaching I ever seen from Arthur Smith in my entire life. That was an embarrassment. So it was really nothing to talk about it. So I didn't make a video because it was just like, eh. But this game, the Cardinals, y'all know I go to the home games, and this game was kind of but it was one of those where it's like, I'm glad we got the victory. You know, we usually beat the Cardinals. Usually what's crazy about this, when we go against the Cardinals, we throw a lot of interceptions or they get a lot of turnovers, but we usually end up winning the game. But this time, we didn't really have but one turnover, if I'm not mistaken. They kind of messed up the snap. I think the dude snapped it to his leg. I don't know how the heck you snap it to your own leg, or I don't know if the Raiders dropped it or something like that. But yeah, it was one of those games. But anyway, starting out with the Cardinals, y'all know usually I talk about the fan base, you know, let them know how, you know, they look and stuff like that. This time, I literally only saw one Cardinals fan, and it was an older lady, and she was like a Aretha Franklin or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? This time, it ain't no celebrity looking likes. I can't even describe them. I didn't really see no Cardinals at the game at all. Cardinal fan at the game at all. So there you go with that. But anyway, starting off with the Cardinals, like I said, the final score of the Falcons, it was 20-19. If y'all said the Georgia game before, it was pretty much the same way. At the end, I was like, yo, there's no freaking way. I was like, wow, just imagine how that game ended. And then Arthur Smith, instead of running the ball for a touchdown, the dude wasted all the clock. And what if Koo would have missed the field goal? P would have went nuts. But anyway, and it's funny how the Ohio Buckeyes have the same colors as the Cardinals, and the Falcons have the same colors as the Georgia Bulldogs. That's funny how stuff like that works. But anyway, going to the Cardinals before I go to the Falcons. This man, David Blow, he is, I think that's how you say his name. He is the quarterback for the Cardinals. That man went 24 for 40, 222 yards. Y'all know it like that. 2, one touchdown and no interception. I've never seen this man play in my entire life. This man balled out. He was throwing dots. This man was looking like how Taylor Heinicke was visually, but in his own way. Like he looked like a gunslinger. Like if y'all play Madden, like he hikes the ball, it's out. It's instantly out. This man balled out. He has a future. I know their starting quarterback is obviously Kyler Murray, who's actually Korean and black, if y'all didn't know. So there's your Asian, you know, black. You know, there it is right there for the people that didn't know. I did not know that until recently, but there you go. But this man, David Blow, he balled out. I feel like if nobody picks him up or anything, like if a team needs a quarterback, this man is a baller. He can even run a little bit too. Even though they lost his game, this man is nice. So shout out to David Blow. Dude was out there balling out, man. So good stuff to him. He made some nice passes. James Conner, who used to play for the Steelers a while back, he had 16 carries, 79 yards. He did his thing too, averaged 4.9 yards a carry, but he did not get a rushing touchdown. Did he get a receiving one though? No, he did not get a receiving one. Blow did good. James Conner did good, but the dude I obviously seen through the most was that man. I think Tyler McBride is his name. Trey McBride, my bad. Trey McBride, which is number 85 for the Cardinals. I saw that man almost every play. At first, before I even was thinking about who the heck you want to talk about for the Cardinals, this was the only man I saw. And then I started looking at it. I was like, yo, that quarterback is doing pretty good. It wasn't just, you know, the receivers making them look good. That man was throwing it to everybody. McBride, Hollywood Brown, which is Marquise Brown, James Conner, AJ Green, some dude named Dortch, Robbie Anderson before he got hurt, Basilia. That man was going off. Like, so shout out to him for just going crazy, being a good quarterback coming in. He made it look easy. He was down upper defense in the middle of the field. I don't know why we leave the middle of the field wide open all the time. So yeah, shout out to the Cardinals for them. They offensive coordinator, who I don't know who they coaches are. That man coached a great game. So shout out to their offensive coordinator. The dude balled out, and they balled out. Even though it was only 19-20, they have some serious potential. And if that dude, like I said, if Kyler Murray's going to be a starter, David Blow needs to start somewhere. I don't know who for. I don't know how long Deshaun Watson going to be with the Browns and stuff like that. But if the Browns pick this man up, or if some team, I don't want him to go to Carolina. I don't want him to be in the division because, or whatever, how it is, this man can be a great starter for somebody's team. I see, like, just how I told you, I called out Taylor Heinicke that year when he did this. This dude is going to be something special. So shout out to him. Like I said, James Conner, good stuff to him. The man was running crazy. He did what he needed to do. McBride as well. McBride averaged 11.1 yards a freaking catch. That's freaking crazy. But yeah, seeing AJ Green out there was freaking nuts. Obviously, he went to Georgia if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, Georgia played the other day. That's freaking insane. So yeah. Anyway, but on their defensive part, I didn't even see Isaiah Simmons play. But by the way, J.J. Watt, glad I got a chance to see J.J. Watt play in his last season in the field. J.J. Watt is that dude. Yo, when they was doing the coin toss, J.J. Watt is huge, bro. I was looking at him compared to every single player out there on the field. That man is bigger than everybody out there. I'm like, yo, that dude is huge. But shout out to J.J. Watt. The dude should have won that MVP, whatever that year that was. I forgot what it was. But obviously they gave it to a quarterback. J.J. Watt, Hall of Famer. Glad, like I said, I was able to see him play in his last season and probably over the years. I don't think we played when we played the Texans I don't think we played the Texans that much in the dome. So I never really got to see this man play in person. But now that he's on the Cardinals, I was able to see him play, and much respect to him. Shout out to J.J. Watt, man. Hey, we all room for you and stuff like that. So good stuff. I don't know what he's gonna do after this. I don't know if he's just gonna be a commentator or just chill with his family. You know, that's what a lot of people like to do. So shout out to J.J. Watt. So yeah, on them. Oh, they got Matt Prater as well, who actually missed the field goal. It's funny. It was left. I don't know if it was the same side as it was for the Georgia game, but that's funny that how that happened. And guess what? I believe was that a field goal? Maybe they would have won a game. You don't know. Hey, field goals. They missed it. They would have won. Georgia game missed it. Would have won. It's funny connection, just like a day apart. That is hilarious how stuff like that really works out. But the way how we start off this year. Let me just say this real quick. The Falcons winning at midnight, which is bringing to the new year. The Bulldogs winning at midnight to bring in the new year. Like, this is freaking great. Well, no, the Bulldogs winning at midnight to bring in the new year. The Falcons winning on the day. This is something great. Hopefully all that negativity, all that stuff they was talking about when they built the stadium, hopefully that stuff is gone. Desmond Ridder, we're going to get to the Falcons right now. First of all, before I even talk about the game, I meant to start off with this video like this. Guys, being at the game, the Falcons have literally, I don't know how you say, canceled or completely removed Mariota from every single video package. If it was a touchdown from, just say if it was a touchdown pass from Marcus Mariota to, what's his name? Drake London. They would just show Drake London catching the ball. They wouldn't even show you who was passing from. They literally took preseason highlights from Desmond Ridder to add to the video package, and the last two games we had against the Saints and the Ravens. That is insane. I think Marcus Mariota is done with the Falcons. Like I said, much respect to Mariota. I told you I was rooting for him. I like him. I don't love him. But I pray for his mental health. And I told you his son came at the right time in his life for that. So Mariota, we cool. Glad you didn't go crazy and hit up Magic City like all the rest of the dudes used to do in the Falcons and go crazy. But like I said, his son came in his life at the right time. But it was crazy for me to notice like every single video package. Every single one of them. You didn't see that man number. You didn't see no fat heads in the crowd. Like, there was nothing of Mariota nowhere at all in the stadium today. No video. Like, I'm trying to tell you, that is insane. They literally deleted the freak out of this man. Like, he's like, you know what? If you don't want to be a part of us, like, as the rumors were saying, they literally want nothing to do with him. And that's freaking crazy. For somebody on IR, like, that, as they say, you don't do that to somebody that's on IR. Like, I'm pretty sure they show Kyler Murray stuff for the Cardinals at their stadium, even though he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I don't know what the freak they're doing with that. But I'm pretty sure that confirms that Mariota probably won't be back on the team again. But like I said, get well soon with his mental health and stuff like that. Anyway, Desmond Ridder for the Falcons. 19 for 26, 169 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I don't think he got a passing touchdown yet. I think he had a rushing touchdown in his career, but the dude still ain't scored. But guess what? He was undefeated in college at home, and guess what? Now he is 1-0 at home for the Falcons. That feels good. It feels good to really to say that. I don't know if I was at Michael Vick's first game at home, but I know it was at Matt Ryan's first game. Matt Ryan's first pass was a touchdown. You already know, against the Lions, stuff like that. It's funny, Desmond Ridder's first pretty much game, I believe, was against the Lions, even though it was in the preseason. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's funny how that works. But It is insane to be able to really say that I've been to his first game at home and to be in that environment, to see him really like be clutch and to see that the team is literally showing that they like rally with him. And even on the video package, like I told you, Mariota was cut out. They showed Desmond Ridder like with the video package saying, "Oh yeah, QB1." It's like they was throwing shots in the way, even though that is their QB1 now. It's like they completely moved on from the man. Like they don't want nothing to do with him. Like I saw Michael Vick have a freaking video package and everybody else and their mama, but I did not see not one thing in Mariota, and that's crazy to me. Like I said, I respect him for what he's done, and if you really look at it, Mariota did do a lot this season. He wasn't the best, but he did do some things to put us in position. Like if you think about it, he scored some of the most points on our team. If it wasn't passing, it was running, and if he didn't score enough points or if he made bad decisions, that was his bad decisions. But when it comes to points, you know what I'm saying, he scored the points pretty much. If you really think about it, he was the one scoring the points for us. But he was also the one losing us games at the same time. So it's like you hate it, love it. Either what they say, you die a hero, live long enough to become a villain. And that's what it pretty much was. So shout out to Mariota. Hey, it's all good, man. Like I said, get well soon. Take care of your baby boy, family, stuff like that. But anyway, so it was good to see Desmond Ridder out there winning the game. Tyler Algier had 20 carries, 83 yards, averaged 4.2 yards a carry. Tyler Algier, man, this man, I don't think they're going to give him Rookie of the Year, but he did get hurt a little bit. I don't know if his injury is that serious, but Tyler Algier, that man balled out, man. Like I'm glad to see like his elevation. At first, I'm looking like, man, we just got some rookie. You know how we draft players and they never really go crazy, but this man is the future looking bright. Seeing Desmond out there, seeing Algier out there. I don't know if Caleb Huntley is hurt, and seeing them, because I think my brother-in-law was talking about this, seeing CP back at wide receiver, I feel like that's the best spot. If we don't have a lot of depth now, because Kevin really got shipped off to the Dolphins or something like that, even though he's still suspended. Obviously Julio's gone. I forgot who the heck was our other person we were supposed to have. Oh yeah, Kyle Pitts is hurt, even though he's a tight end. We really don't have no receivers like that. So if you move CP to receiver, have Drake London on one side, and then I guess the key is at slot, I'll take that, and then you can utilize his talent a lot more. Obviously you saw last year when we played against the Saints, CP at wide receiver, we ended up winning the game in the clutch moment at their stadium. I believe that was last year. So them utilizing CP wherever he can have fit, put him at wide receiver, kick return, running back. He actually did score a touchdown today. CP 9 carries, 42 yards, and a touchdown. So shout out to CP, man. And Algier did have a touchdown as well. So it's good to see this game. Arthur Smith coached his butt off, but it just came down to player execution. I believe he called it to where we was in position to go down the field and score a lot of points. But like I said, we just have to score some points. I feel like I said, the design was there, the plays was there. I'm not blaming on coaching. The defense did good as well, but the offense, the plays was there, but they just didn't execute as much as they should. Even though we won this game, it was still sloppy to me. But guess who led the game in receiving yards? Michael Pruitt. I believe the man named Michael, right? Michael Pruitt, however you want to say his name. 4 receptions, 49 yards, averaged 12.2 yards a catch. Dude balled out. If y'all don't know who that is, that's number 85 for the Falcons. It was crazy. This man, I'm surprised he didn't get a touchdown in this game, but I told you. And like 2 games or 1 game, the third string tight end at the point had more touchdowns, and he's utilized more than Kyle Pitts. I know Kyle Pitts is hurt, but they utilize this man more than they utilize Kyle Pitts. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess they don't be thinking he gonna get the ball, and that's what leaves him open. But this dude balls out for us. So Desmond Ridder actually passed it to more people than just Drake London this time. Drake London had 5 receptions, 47 yards, averaged 9.4 yards a catch. CP had 6 receptions, 42 yards. So wow, he actually has 42 yards rushing and 42 yards receiving. So there you go right there, man. So shout out to CP. And it's funny, 42 plus 42 equals 84, and that's his number. Funny how stuff like that works. Like you trying to tell y'all, but the NFL is funny sometimes, man. But anyway, yeah. on defense, let me say this, man. I heard that Grady Jarrett has been tired of losing. He'd be like, man, what the heck is going on? I'm tired of this. I want to win. So glad we got the win. But the player on the defense that I want to get the most credit to, man, I told y'all when this man first started going crazy. Cornell Armstrong, number 22 for the Falcons. They was training this man the entire game. This man balled out. For guys like Hollywood Brown, Robbie Anderson, AJ Green, they got some good receivers over there. This man did what he needed to do. Him and AJ Terrell balled out this game, man. And like I said, that man Armstrong and Isaiah Oliver to start the game with that sack and to come in and make some big plays. The corners really stepped up this game, but Armstrong, I saw this man almost every single play. So good stuff to him. He was pretty much locking up, even though McBride had a great game on the other team. But this dude, if it was that pass interference, I think it was, I don't know if it was on him or somebody else. That pass interference call that they had on the Falcons was ridiculous. Y'all know I don't even talk about penalties. I don't even like to make the excuse. That was the most BS pass interference call I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's funny, like I was talking about this other time, we are the least penalized team in the league, but it seemed like at home, we don't never get no calls. Usually home field advantage, like, oh, okay, the refs. They make sure we don't get no calls at home. We get the most terrible calls at home. But somehow we're the least penalized team in the league, but when we get those penalties, it's ridiculous. It's stupid and doesn't make any sense. So yeah, man, so good to see that man Armstrong stepping up because Casey Hayward, he got injured early this season, so that man's balling out. And Isaiah to come in and actually lead the team. This game in tackles. I told you Rashaan Evans at one point before the bye week was leading the whole NFL in tackles. Our punt returner, what's his name? Who actually got hurt? I think his name Avery Williams or something like that. He was actually leading the league in punt return averages and stuff like that. That's crazy. Like I'm just like, wow. Like it's crazy that even though we having a bad season, a lot of people on our team is actually leading in a lot of the categories in the NFL. So anyway, that's pretty much on the defense, man. It was cool to see Isaiah out there a little bit, do something. Richie Grant block a freaking field goal. Was it a block field goal? Was it a field goal? Was it a punt? I think it was it a field goal? I forgot which one. I think it was a field goal. And he actually recovered as well. So shout out to Richie Grant. I told y'all him and Jalen Hawkins are the future of the team. And just imagine when AJ Terrell, Casey Hayward, this Armstrong doing the slot, Grady Jarrett on the defensive tackle side. And they started, I don't know, like I said, if Marlon Davidson is still on the team. But whenever he gets healthy, this man is going to be a freaking baller, bro. And that Iki Beatty dude, I think it's number 47. When they utilize this man so well, it will be great. And then you have Michael Walker and Troy Anderson and middle linebacker. Yo, this is gonna be sick, man. I'm excited for the future. I hate that it's like it's not now, but when certain things change, you started thinking like, man, dang, I don't want to change. Like me, literally being a generation where I seen the whole team get built, and that whole team is gone. And you starting to see the future, it's like, wow, man, that whole era is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad to see, but it's like, wow, there's a new generation, there's new people getting older. Like I said, this thing, I told you, I started watching the Falcons with Chris Chandler. Then I seen Vic, you know what I'm saying? Then I seen Matt. Well, I seen Chris Redman after Vic a little bit, for a minute, and this DJ Shockley and all that stuff, but then Matt, and then now it's like, Ritter. It's crazy. Like the whole team, I told you that whole Deku, William Moore, Mike P, Babineau, Stephen Nicholas, even Abraham before that, like all of those guys, just thinking like Matt Bryant, even Jason Elam at one point, or no, it wasn't Jason. I think it was Matt Elam. It wasn't one of them. I think it was Jason Elam. I don't know. Tony G, all those guys, like even Munduck. I remember Justin Blaylock. Todd McClure, I think Munda gets Todd McClure. What's his name? Justin Blaylock. Like, I remember the whole freaking offensive line. That whole team, I remember everybody's name. And just crazy the fact that it's like now, all of those people are gone. It's like new people. It's amazing to me how generations can just do stuff like that. Like, it's crazy to see that change. And of course, that was my favorite team. That whole 2011 team, 12. Even later on, we brought Asante Samuel in 2013, I believe, or 2012, or something like that. That was my favorite Falcon team. Like, I knew everybody. I feel like that vibe. I was like, let's go. But hopefully now that we got these new players, hopefully they have that same swagger. They got that same feel. And I can really rally behind them. Like I said, the new stadium this year, it actually feels like a home. But it still doesn't have that dome feeling where it seemed like they was really playing for the city. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like Mariota had brought that in a way. Like, I felt like I was rallying around Mariota a little bit. When he scored, he was going crazy. Like, he was nuts. He was like celebrating. He was like, let's go. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for y'all. I'm trying to prove myself. But now, like, I feel like the same thing is about to come with Ritter. Especially if he keep winning at home. Trust me, it's going to go crazy, man. So, like I said, guys, it's been fun. It's been cool. I'm excited for the future. I'm glad we got a win. And there we go right there, man. It was cool to see, like I said, J.J. Watt in his last season. I think he only got one more game, and that's it. It was good to see Armstrong step up. He's my player of the game on the defense, number 22. And on offense, it was great to see Desmond Ritter get a victory at home. So there we go right there. Falcons won 20-19. And I'm trying to think about anything else. I already told y'all they cut Mariota out of everything. That's kind of messed up. But if he did leave the team and just was like, F it, put me on IR, that's not good either. But anyway, trying to think about anything else. I don't know. Oh yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Today is January 1st. It's like one of the most calming, like relaxing feelings right now. So glad it's a new year. Glad it's new excitement. Starting off the year with positivity. You know, us winning, and that's what it's all about, man. Well, not all about, but it's good to see something you don't have to be down about. It's good to be positive. So on that note, y'all let me know how it is. So I'm out.